Hey everyone, going to keep this a low-key video, no editing, anything like that. I really want to share my experiences. We are on day 7 of caffeine-free, coffee-free, kinda, I'll explain, and caffeine-free. It is Sunday, it's also my birthday, it's my 38th birthday, and Bailey and I were having a laugh this morning because some of the presents she got me, I got 2 of these teas. This one is a relax one, the other one's an energy tea, still caffeine-free. And she also got me a candle, and we were laughing because, man, a month ago these wouldn't have been, or even 3 weeks ago, these wouldn't have been the gifts that I would be enjoying, that which she'd be looking to buy me. This all happened so fast. I mean, the tea is self-explanatory. We're off coffee and we're off caffeine, so I have started trying to have some teas, trying to enjoy them. And the candle actually is, so we sit out here, this is outside in the backyard, and it's not a nightly routine, but one of the things that we've done maybe 4 times now over the last 2 weeks, we'll sit out here at night once we've put Kenzie to bed. We'll light a candle, we'll get a blanket because it's getting colder here, not quite winter, whatever the season is before winter, autumn. So it's getting colder. We sit out here for 45 minutes with a blanket, chatting to each other, no phones, with a candle on, and just trying to wind down because I've been having some sleep issues, which I'd never had, some anxiety and jitters, issues that I'd never really experienced, a little bit here and there, but there's always a reason for it. Whereas it seemed like now, like I didn't feel stressed. There was nothing on my mind, but I couldn't sleep. And diet would relatively stay the same. I am on a high sugar diet and a high carb diet, so most people think, if I'm going to go through something, it's going to be easy to blame the sugar and stuff like that. But I really didn't think it was that. And caffeine ended up being the last thing on my mind. That, honestly, I did not think it would be causing sleep issues or jitters. And I don't know, I'm shaking my head. It's almost like I'm embarrassed. Like it's been that much of a ritual. It's been that much of a staple in my life for 20 years. Just like a lot of people out there, I say things like, I just like the taste. I'm not really addicted to it. I don't feel a kick out of it. I just like it. I can have a mug and then fall asleep. Done that plenty of times my whole life. So I guess that's why I just didn't really think when I was going through some health stuff or some energy issues that it was from caffeine. Anyway, I might make a separate video about that, although that's it. So I've been experimenting with trying to sleep better, I guess, and it led me to, I figured out it was caffeine one day. So for 2 weeks, I did 2 coffees a day, no energy drinks, no pre-workouts. And then last Sunday, so a week ago, I woke up not knowing it was going to be my last coffee. I had no plans of going caffeine-free, but I had an instant coffee in bed. And then I think I went for a walk or something, like an hour and a half later, just got those jitters and that nervous energy, and nothing was on my mind. My life's going great at the moment, nothing stressing me out. And I was just like, I'm over this. That was from the coffee, just one coffee. I'm over it. Let's go caffeine free. So that's what I've done the last 7 days. I have had decaf, which does have 1, 2 or 3% caffeine, somewhere between 5 and 20 milligrams, they reckon. So I've been on decaf, but no Pepsi, no Pepsi Max, no Coke Zero, no chocolate this week. I had a hot chocolate. I'll explain in this video what happened there. I do want to keep this brief, but I did try and make a video 3 days in and to this experience, and I forgot to even mention my sleep. So I'm going to take my time a little bit here. If you're watching this, I mean, the videos that I've watched have helped me so much to see, man, so many people experience a better quality of sleep and quality of life when they get off caffeine. And I'll say this now, I'm 7 days in. I'm not sure I'll go back to being a coffee drinker. I think I might use caffeine like I use sleeping pills, which is I have it when I need it, which up until recently was never. Like I use alcohol, it's to celebrate. I had some alcohol at, I had 1 drink, maybe 2 drinks at Bailey's birthday. Before that, who knows, like whatever, like you have it every now and then because you're out and about, and it does make you feel a certain way. It feels good when you're out. So it's like a tool. Caffeine could be a tool, and coffee could be a tool to be used when I need it or when I just want to enjoy it. But for now, my body is saying You've run out. You've had 20 years of being able to abuse it and smash it and live the way you have, but something's happened to my adrenals and it's saying stop. So I'm honoring that. I don't know why it took me so long to figure it out, but we did figure it out. Okay, so I'm just going to speak of things that I can remember. I've probably had at least 4 dreams this week. Like there was one night where I had 2 dreams. I haven't remembered my dreams. I might remember like one dream every 2 or 3 months. It's not even monthly that I remember a dream. So if dreams are reflective of a deeper sleep, then it appears I'm either in a deeper sleep or my short-term memory is better. Maybe I have been having dreams, but I'm just too out of it or too groggy due to the caffeine to remember. But I have had dreams. They haven't been wildly vivid, or they've been strange, but they haven't been vivid. Like they make no sense to me, but they haven't been vivid. But that's been pretty cool. Like 4 nights out of the 7, I've remembered dreams, or 3 nights, but I had 2 dreams. I don't know, just a bunch of dreams this week. Even one would be like, wow, I remembered a dream this week. My energy right now is good. Day 1, I should start day 1. Day 1, mild headache. So I had my last coffee Sunday morning about 7 a.m. By Monday around midday, so a bit over 24 hours later, I got a mild headache in here, the head region. I rated it a 2 out of 10 pain, just checking my microphone. Didn't hold me back from anything. I don't get headaches, so it was noticeable. I was still able to train. It got a bit worse during training because I'm straining and holding my breath with the strength work. And then it went away after training, and I haven't had a headache since. Okay, training. Monday, Tuesday, dragged my ass to the gym. No pre-workout drink or anything. I think I had this week, I've just been having coconut water, and I put some creatine in the coconut water. So I'm missing the ritual of pre-workout, the ritual of having something fizzy during training, fizzy during the day, and coffee, obviously, the ritual of making a coffee and the smell of coffee. So training, I dragged my ass Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, I kind of had off, I don't know, hard to explain my schedule, but basically I pretty much trained every day I needed to this week. I stuck to my plan for the most part. If I did change, it was because I was tired, but also like I could put off that session. It made sense to put that session off, which I do sometimes. My lifts, 2 days ago, I managed to hit the weight that I wanted to hit on my sumo deadlift leading into my comp next week. I wanted to hit 250 in training, did that. I hit a 122 reverse grip bench, which is 2.5 more than I thought I'd get. I didn't think I'd be at that stage. So later on in the week, my strength and energy was there at the gym. Normally I'm used to I'm excited to go to gym. I like being there. I have my drinks and I'm just, even if I'm tired, like those 2 hours I can G myself up for. I just wanted to get in there and get it done and get it over with. I was tired driving there. The session still moved okay. The weight still moved how I expected to. So it's not, it's different to when I'm tired. It was just different. It was a different type of energy, low energy. Sleep-wise, I've had great sleeps, and it's been hard to judge because sometimes I get up at 4 a.m. and then on my sleep-in days, I wake up at 7. My alarm's set for 7. Now, on my sleep-in days, I think on Wednesday, I think I woke up at 6:30. Friday, I woke up at 6. Saturday, I woke up at 6. Getting 8 hours or 7.5, 8 hours uninterrupted. I think each night has been uninterrupted, not struggling to fall asleep, which is what I've been suffering the last month. There was a few nights where I only got 60 minutes sleep because I just could not get to sleep. My heart rate would just increase at night, or it felt like I was buzzing at night. Like my heart rate wasn't actually increasing, but I don't know if you guys have felt this, but I just felt like I was nervous about something, felt like there was stuff on my mind, but I couldn't think of what it was. So haven't had that. I do get a bit nervous still going to sleep because I'm worrying that feeling's going to kick in, and then sometimes I can make it happen, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'd say sleeps have been better, remembering dreams, which could be a good sign of deeper sleep. That's my understanding so far. I miss the ritual of coffee, but the decaf really helped. So I think that's the main things I wanted to go through. Here's me just speaking off the cuff a little bit about something that I'm figuring out now. Yesterday and the day before, I got a little bit of anxiousness and those jittery feelings in the morning around 8:30, 9:30. One of them was after having a decaf, which made me look into if sometimes people feel the caffeine, the little bit of caffeine in decaf. And sure enough, some people do feel a decaf coffee. It still has some caffeine, albeit little. And then I felt it after a hot chocolate. So I spent the morning trying to look into cocoa and caffeine in cocoa and stuff like that, and some people feel it from chocolate and hot chocolate. So I was like, am my adrenals just that fried? I think your adrenals are down here. I keep pointing to thyroid, but are my adrenals that fried that I'm feeling 5 milligrams now? That could be the case. What I'm starting to think is, after so many years of my body being out of whack as far as when to release adrenaline, because we do release adrenaline and cortisol throughout the morning to wake us up and get us going. If I've been relying on coffee, sometimes I've had 2 coffees before 5 a.m. Sometimes I've had none before 7:30. My body might not know what's going on right now, and it doesn't know when to start waking me up. It doesn't know when to start releasing hormones, and that could be why my jitters are there sometimes in the morning, and it could be why sometimes I feel really awake at night. Things are just off. That's where I'm at the moment. That makes sense to me. It makes more sense than feeling jittery after decaf or a hot chocolate. This morning I've had 1 tea and a hot chocolate out at breakfast, and we're good today, so less jitters. But I really did want to mention that because it's helped me when I'm listening to or reading the comments on YouTube videos about people that are experiencing things. So that's just something I've gone through. It's very mild. It's not like huge anxiety or near a panic attack, but it's this nervousness. And it feels like, I'll look at my hands, like, am I shaking? And I'll look at my hands and I won't be shaking, but it like feels like I'm nervous about something. And it's this hyper awareness that I get. Now I already have great awareness of my body. I can really put myself into my body and feel certain things I never used to be able to feel. And it normally feels good and it feels helpful. But when I got the anxiety, it feels terrible. It feels like I'm too internal. It feels like I'm really like above, looking in rather than being in. Hard to explain. I'm sure some of you get it, but it's not a great internal thing. I'd never experienced that until about a year ago, and it was after coffee. In particular for me, since I've raised my carb intake, that's when I really started noticing the coffee. So I'll leave that there. That could mean people could read into that as in, well, carbs are bad for you. But I'm thinking it helped my body get to such an energetic state, because I think carbs and sugar are so great for us. I think that my body was able to have more energy, and now the coffee was starting to have that negative effect. That's where my mind is at the moment. My teeth haven't been any better this week. I've actually felt like brushing them more than normal. I don't brush my teeth every day. My teeth have been great since eating clean and brushing a bit less. But I think I brushed this morning and last night. I did have a fair bit of junk food yesterday because we were out. But yeah, I haven't found it difficult to be off coffee. Mild headaches, the withdrawal symptoms I'm starting to think now are the anxiety that I'm getting around 8:30 or 9. I think that's my body releasing something because it's not getting it. It's not getting the signal to release cortisol or adrenaline when I drink the coffee. So it's releasing it on its own, and it's releasing it at weird times to me, and maybe in weird amounts to me, because it's out of balance. That's what's making sense to me this morning. So I think if I just continue on my course, eventually I'll be able to have, I was having 2 decafs a day, by the way. Eventually I'll be able to get back on the decaf coffee and be able to have hot chocolate. But last night I was up till midnight. We went to a concert. I was up at 6, home at midnight. Woke up at, it's daylight savings, I think I got 7.5 hours sleep. Woke up naturally, slept on my back, had a dream. No grogginess. We've been for 2 walks this morning. It's a really different kind of energy. And even the tiredness is a different kind of tiredness. When I'm tired on the way to gym, it just feels different. I need to think about how to explain it. It doesn't feel as bad. I feel just as tired, but it doesn't feel bad. And my energy right now, like my eyes feel a bit tired, and like I'm not full of beans or anything, but there's energy. Like I feel like I could, if someone asked me to do something, it's like, oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, but at the same time, not full of beans or anything. So it's very different. I'll leave the video there because I did want to keep it to around this length. I hope that's helpful for people out there. I've found it mega helpful watching videos. I don't think I won't be going back. There's no way. I just don't see the benefits. The benefits are like what? Antioxidants. You can get that from other things. Alertness. So cool if you need to be alert, but I don't think we need to wake up and be hyper aware of our surroundings at 4 a.m. sitting in front of the heater, getting ready for the day at work. So caffeine and coffee in particular should be a tool to be used when you've got a big drive ahead, when you've got a big day ahead, and you know the next day it's okay. It's okay if my sleep suffers because of this. Just like any other drug, you take it to enjoy the next few hours, not to make your life better. I'll leave it there. Cheers, guys.